So if you tend to procrastinate about putting yourself out there and marketing what you do because you want it to be so perfect, then this video is for you. I'm Hils, marketing confidence coach, and I help women entrepreneurs to market themselves with more confidence and to feel more confident with their marketing. Now, I think we all know intimately that annoying, sneaky little bug called procrastination when it strikes. You're meant to be working, tackling something very important, but you find you're chomping on chocolate, or you're lost in the rabbit hole of Facebook, or you're doing the ironing, or in fact doing almost anything other than your work tasks, the things that you think you should be doing, or really want to be doing, or know that will make the biggest positive difference to your business. Perhaps you're trying to write copy for your website, or book a venue for your workshop, or you want to do your first video, or you want to do more video, and you just keep putting it off. You are procrastinating, right? If you're faffing, time wasting, and doing things that aren't urgent or important, you're procrastinating. So for example, this is something the lovely lady shared in my Facebook group around it recently. She said, the perfectionism thing with me is bad. I'm procrastinating with my website. I keep wanting to just get it done and tweak later, but I also have this nagging voice that first impressions count. And then I slide back into procrastination. My problem is that I want it to be so perfect, and I have that vision in my head, but getting it to the site is harder, so I tend to delay doing it. Now, I think procrastination happens for many reasons, and a bit too many to go into in this video, although I do think that deep down, a lot of the time, the real reason is fear. And more on that probably at another time. But in this video, I'm going to tackle one big reason that procrastination strikes, and that is perfectionism, which has its own flavour of fear. So whether that's fear of rejection, or fear of judgment, or fear of ridicule or humiliation, being laughed at, or being outed as a fraud, you know, whether you're running that imposter syndrome thing. And I want to help you work through it so it doesn't stop you from making progress. So perfectionism, procrastination, it happens when your inner creative director, who has amazing taste and style, stops you from putting materials such as blogs or videos or social media posts or photos, sales pages, etc. out there into your marketplace because she thinks that they're just not good enough, right? Your inner creative director knows that it could be better, knows what you're trying to say or the look that you're trying to achieve, and can see that you're just not quite getting it, and so kind of doesn't sign that piece of content off. So then you're at a bit of a loss as to how to make it better without maybe investing in an expensive graphic designer or spending even more hours tweaking and trying to get it right. And perhaps what you're doing isn't your zone of genius, you know, but of course you're doing your best. So I want to say that firstly, there really is no such thing as perfect, right? Please hear that, because what is perfect or right or good is just so subjective. You know, everyone has a totally different idea of what that is. To one person, something is spot on, and to someone else, it's kind of trashy and it's not good. So you may believe that first impressions count, and that if you put something out there that is a bit shoddy or second rate or whatever, that your target audience will not opt into your list or not like or follow you or whatever you're trying to get them to do, and will forever dismiss your business or brand as not good enough. But I think it's rubbish. So I've got a few pointers that may help you move through perfectionism, procrastination, so that you can make progress in your business and not have this hold you back. So the first thing is to really think about how much information we forget. So really, we take in millions of bits of information every day, and our brains would almost literally explode if we retained it all. Like, okay, not literally, but our minds very cleverly filter out all the stuff that it doesn't need, like all day long. It's a filtering machine. So I want you to think about a business or personality that you've been following for a while. Can you remember what their website was like before they rebranded, or what font they used to use on their videos or their Instagram posts, or what their packaging used to be like, maybe if it's a product, or what their Facebook banner was like before, you know, the one that they've got it on now? And it's like, no, of course you can't. You know, we so quickly and easily forget. And, you know, I get that first impressions count, and I think that it's true to an extent, but you have to start somewhere. So the second thing that I wanted to share is, if it's not out there, then no one can follow you or like you or sign up to your email list. It's like, you can't build your audience unless you are visible. If it is out there, and okay, it may not be perfect, but if it's good enough, the people who resonate with you and your brand and your message will probably still follow, like you, sign up, or whatever your call to action is. You have to start somewhere. Although beware that the inner creative director is still there when you up-level your business, and then the stakes can feel even higher. So the third thing I wanted to share, the third tip, is to get some feedback first. So if you're still struggling with like, oh, I don't know if it's good enough, or I want to tweak it and I don't really know how, post it in a really friendly Facebook group like my wonderful Courageous Women's Collective, and ask for some feedback and see what other people like. So if you've got like a few different options, a few different designs maybe for a Facebook banner or logo or something like that, you know, it's so easy to try and do it all by yourself, but we end up kind of too close to something, you know, we're looking at it too much for us to be able to see it clearly on our own. So please don't try to do it all alone. Ask for some feedback, you know, get your business friends together or business buddy you could send it to, or share it in a Facebook group. You'll often be really surprised as well, you know, because you kind of think, oh no, people are definitely going to go for option A, and then everybody loves, you know, option C, and you're like, oh wow, okay. And be prepared to tweak and learn and improve, because you'll honestly only learn by doing, by taking action. So as long as it's good enough, just put it out there and learn and improve. Okay, so I hope that's been useful. Please do share the video, please comment below and let me know, what do you tend to procrastinate over? So what is the task that you kind of put off, and why do you think that is? Is it perfectionism, or is it maybe something else? And remember, imperfect action is better than perfect inaction. So I hope you found that useful, and I look forward to seeing you very soon.